Sunday, December 5th, 2010. Decent week overall. Diet was certainly on track. A bit of an unorthodox approach, but I got down to about 300.6 pretty early on in the week. But woke up this morning at about 3:04, had a pretty heavy eating day yesterday. Not a bad day, but just the meal timing was off for, an optimal way. And this morning, feeling like my energy levels are back up a bit. And I feel like I can keep rolling on with what I'm doing, but I'm afraid that, and this has happened before, I find, a diet that works to get down, back to my fighting weight, like I say, into the very low, bordering on, very low 300s, bordering on 200s. But then it seems like more adjustments need to be made to drop down into the 2s. So even with, a week and a half, 2 weeks of a good effort where I've lost, close to 15 pounds, this is just, about 300, 301, 302 is about where I stick. So, and without any more adjustments, it seems like this is where I'm going to stay. To be honest, the first adjustment I would like to make is to sweat some more. My working out has been lackluster lately. This week has been the first week where I've really gotten back into it with a level of effort that I would normally put into it. The few weeks prior to that, I was really, really just going through the motions. But I have a new game plan for that, for the weightlifting portion at least, and I feel like I'm going to be back on track there. And I just need to get the cardio back on board. Walked about a mile last night, but, for someone at my level of fitness, which is actually pretty decent for my size, and at my age, walking a mile doesn't do anything. It's just a cool down. I didn't even come close to breaking a sweat. So I need to do more than that. I'm just so anti-jogging. I hate jogging. I hate how it feels. I hate that I feel self-conscious when I'm doing it around the neighborhood because people can see me. You got this fat guy huffing and puffing down the street. I can't even, I could probably jog a mile, but it would kick my ass. And wow, it's surprising how hard it is holding this thing up here. I don't know how people do this for like a 15-minute video in one position. But, so I need to figure out some type of cardio. I still have a few weeks left of my gym membership, because as you can see, my gym here is quite bare bones. It's, when the squat rack is up, which it will be soon, I swear. When the squat rack is up, even then, this is a weightlifting gym. And there should be a bike here in the corner where there is a drill press. And there will be as soon as I have money, but for now, this is a weightlifting gym. So I may make use of my 3 more weeks of the 24-hour fitness gym membership, get in there and sweat every day. I have plenty of time, plenty of motivation to do so. I just need to do it. And I'm confident that will help me break that barrier. The diet, I call it unorthodox because essentially I'm only eating 1 meal a day. It's a huge meal. I'm not binging, but it's probably a 2,000 calorie meal. And in addition to that, I'll have a small snack in the morning. And when I mean small, I'm talking like a couple hard-boiled eggs, and maybe a piece of fruit. And later in the day, maybe a couple more hard-boiled eggs and another piece of fruit or some pickles or something like that. But the main meal is pretty hearty with, meat and vegetables. It's good stuff. So I like this diet. I'm only really hungry once a day, and that's at the end of my work day, and I get to come home and enjoy a large meal. And then, that tides me over for quite a few hours, and then as the nighttime comes, I have a small snack, and it's on to bed to the next morning, and I start all over again. So that type of setup works well for me. Being hungry only once a day is fantastic. And I have that light of a large meal at the end of the tunnel. So the adjustment that I would prefer to make is just to start sweating more. And it will, again, not sitting in a sauna, but doing some cardio. So in addition to the sweating, it's also gonna improve my cardiovascular performance, which is good. But I'm confident right now, that's the change I'm willing to make. The diet, I feel like it's as strict as it needs to be right now. If I go any more strict, I'm going to get to the point where I'm starting to, crave those shitty foods again. And those cravings are hard to overcome. So I felt them a bit this week. But fortunately, I'm so fucking broke. If I wanted to go out and buy a single cookie right now, I couldn't. So actually, I may lose weight this week. If for nothing else, that I don't have any food and I have no money. So I'm going to be eating pretty bare bones this week, not because I'm crash dieting, but because my bank account will not allow me to go grocery shopping until Thursday. So looking forward to payday. But the constant camera angle switches. I don't know why this here really works my front delt. Other than that, not much else going on. Just trying to get this gym fully prepared and, working my subpar job, but it's easy. So even though the pay is absolute shit, I don't stress at work. I don't stress going to work. So it serves its purpose for now. School may be off the table depending on what financial aid says. I have plenty of money in my financial aid bank to cover school, but they'll only disperse a certain amount per year, and since this is a private school, they won't disperse enough to cover it. Even though I have plenty in there, I have 4 times what school would cost available to me. They'll only disperse, some bean counter determined that, they can only disperse so much at once. So I would need another $5,000-$6,000 per year to cover the cost of school. And making what I make, and with my absolute absence of savings, it's impossible for me to do that. So unless I come up with something, school's off the table, for now at least. And that is the only school in the state of Nevada that offers occupational therapy. So, yeah, I'll have to figure something out, or, I don't know, rededicate myself to the business, rededicate myself to a job search, rededicate myself to, of course, getting back into shape and doing what all of my education is in, training and coaching, other than business ownership. So we'll see what happens. But also, I did a pretty big pruning of my subscriptions list. A lot of people who simply don't post anymore. It's amazing all of those in the weight loss community who just fall off the boat completely. 6, 7, 8, 9 months, no videos. So it was actually kind of, sobering to see what, how few actually stick it out for the long term. So those of you who stick it out through thick and thin, even if you're failing, kudos. I mean, my first, year and a half of posting on YouTube was complete failure. I never lost, if I lost weight, it was 5 or 6 pounds, and I would gain it back plus some. So, I can't say I lose respect for those people, but I kind of do. And it's hard. I know it's hard. Obviously, I know it's hard, but goddamn, so many people fall off the boat, and it's easy. You don't post anymore, and people forget about you. But when you go back through the subscription list, and I do remember, X person, they haven't posted in 6 months. That sucks, I spoke with them through messages, and I got a good feeling that they were going to do well, and then nothing. And I just automatically assume you didn't lose interest in YouTube. I assume that you've just simply fallen off the boat, and you're too embarrassed to fess up to it on YouTube. And I can understand that, but anyways, props to all of you who have stuck around, even if you're failing. Even more props if you're succeeding. Well, I don't know. It may even be more props if you're sticking around even though you failed. But if I've cut you from my subscription list, I kind of did it gratuitously, and you're still posting, it would have been an error. So send me a message and I'll resubscribe to you. I was getting so many subscriptions in my box that there were people who were subscribing, who I was subscribed to, that I've missed like 80% of your videos because my box is so full of other bullshit. I mean, there are some subscriptions I dropped simply because, and no weight loss subscriptions, but like this one political show that I subscribe to, they post like 10, 15 videos a day, and they just drown out everything else. So I unsubscribe from them just because I'm missing out on so many other videos. So it's nice now I'm getting, you know, down to the cream of the crop of the videos I want to see. And but if I've deleted you and you have been posting regularly, I'm sorry, message me, I'll add you back. But 90% of you simply just don't post videos anymore. So anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and until next time.